welcome back to my YouTube channel where I inspire. And today is my first video where I'm going to tell you how I can start my English speaking journey from zero to intermediate level. So in this whole journey, I just want to explain you that what is my approach to do, what is my strategy, and what kind of steps I follow to to get more fluency day by day. So I want to start my journey from my starting when I'm zero in English, because every Indian people who have different mother tongues, right? Some have Hindi, Marathi, English, Bengali, etc. And English is the secondary language, right? So we so as my purpose, I just learned English for as a subject because I'm in UP state and my mother tongue is Hindi. So I only focus English as a subject. But when I reach at the 11th standard, where I meet a friend who speak English better than me, because at those time I only understand English but not able to speak a single word in English. I just only say yes, no, very good, beautiful, etc. Then I realized that no, I'm wrong. English is not just a subject, it's a language. If you want to learn how to speak English, you just have to practice more. Then I asked to them, my friend, that tell me what is the secret of your English speaking, because your English speaking is too good. Then he replied to me that he was practicing English for last 3 years, and because of that, the English speaking level is too good than me. Then I realized one thing, that in childhood, every person not learn at their mother tongue using grammar, vocab, and sentences. Right? You guys also regret that when you are in childhood, you are not learn ka kha ga ga and ABCD, and then making sentences, words, and then you start speaking. Right? Not like that. You are just listen the sentences in your daily routines and start listening and speaking, right? So that is a very important thing, is listening and speaking, right? So from that days I decided to learn English more better. So I started watching YouTube tutorial videos where I learn first start learning grammar portion. I know this is the basic and important for your English speaking, but there is other things that occur that if you learn every sentence, a rule, grammar rule, vocab, but if you're not practicing, then this is the very big mistake that you are doing. Because without practice, you never ever speak English fluently. Because if your tongue is not twisted, your tongue is not familiar and applicable word for English, you cannot speak English better, right? You can speak Hindi and your mother tongue. Why? Because your tongue is familiar with this. You don't think before speaking. You just speak. Why? This is the biggest reason is tongue twisted and practice, right? So you have to just learn basic grammar and sentences rule, why you use the sentences, and the main thing is practice. You have to practice more. So according to me, whatever I learned, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, movies, podcasts, and a lot of things. Then I realized this. So English speaking is not just about language; it's a language, and if you have follow some tips, then you can also become fluent in English. So there is four parameters that is very important while you start learning English, speaking English. First one thing is reading, writing, listening, speaking, and practice. Right. For reading, you have to know and familiar with alphabets, sentences, and grammar rules. then writing is also important, because if you are able to write your thoughts, able to write your vision, then that vision and that expression you can express to another with confidence. Then third one is listening. It's very important thing, because when you have ability to listen something in a better and proper way, then this is a good thing for you. Because I also have good listening power ability, right? So I just watch movies, podcasts, and any debate videos. So I just watch and listen carefully what kind of word and what kind of sentences they use while speaking, and how they express their thoughts, the style and the way they pronunciate the words, the style and the way they summarize and pitch of the level and voices. Because pronunciation is also there is important thing, because if you familiar with this, you can speak English, but your pronunciation is not good, then you will never become fluent, and your English language is not looking and listening
Generate
too
by
good
AI.
for others, right? So for reading, so while you are starting reading, so after listening the words, how the people pronunciate the word, you have to ability, you have to consume that words, the pronunciation, the way they say, and then you start reading in the same pronunciation that you consume through while videos and anything, any resources. And that pronunciation, if you read loud, then your tongue and your ear, I mean both is comfortable with those words. If you are comfortable with those words, then you can speak very well, right? Sometimes you notice one thing that whenever you are giving something to another and help you, then you just suddenly said thank you without thinking. Why? Because your tongue and mind was familiar and comfortable with those words. Thank you, welcome, very good, yes, no, right? You are not thinking before speaking, right? So in this way, you can able to improve your listening ability through watching movies, podcasts, any speaking English tutorial, and any other videos that will help you to improve your listening ability. For reading, before I think already suggest you that pronunciation is very
Generate
important
by
for
AI.
reading. If you read anything, any storybook, English, any news channel, and any newspaper, anything, you just need to maintain two things. First, your voice is too loud that you can hear by your voice that how what is your pronunciation, and your tongue is start twisting, and your pronunciation will good also, because in childhood I pronunciate a lot of words in a wrong way, like if I take example that I usually talk a word that is because, the real meaning is because, but in the starting I don't know how to pronunciate, I say because. So because or because, it is different things, right? So the same way I'm making a lot of mistakes whenever I speak, I listen a lot of videos, then I listen and I find that those mistakes that I already do while pronunciation, right? So in this way you can improve yourself, in this way you polish yourself. Now the third and fourth and very important things is practice. How you practice yourself to improve your English. So practice is very very important thing, right? So for practice, I start my practicing with a little step, because before speaking you have to know what kind of content you have to
Generate by
speak,
AI.
right? So content and confidence both are very important. So first of all things I talking about how we can consume and how can we take the content. Then I talking about the confidence, right? So for content, the very things that can you usually know about yourself, right? So you start expressing your whole day in front of mirror, right? So when you started your telling your daily routine in front of mirror, then you can see how your body language express you, what is the gestures, and how you look while speaking. And third thing is how you pronunciate the word, and in such a way you can improve your day-to-day life routine and saying clearly and confidently, right? Because you already know what kind of things you are done in whole day, so you just no need to think that what kind of things I speak now, right? The whole day you're already familiar with this and you can easily speak in a better way. If you are at a beginner level, you just start applying 50 to 60% words in English. Like you mostly use a lot of things in English in your daily communication. So if you are replacing the words through English, then definitely you can boost your English communication from beginner to intermediate level, right? So you just need to replace the English words through Hindi, right? So in this way, the second thing is start storytelling, because this is the very good thing that you can consume and narrate in your own way, in your own perspective, and this is a good thing. Like listening a story and reading story, and pronunciate and narrate in your own words, in your own vision, what you understand through the stories. No need to narrate in your very complex vocab. Just use those vocab you familiar with this, and try to simplify and narrate them. If you are familiar with this, you are used to with this, then you can automatically fluent, and nobody can stop you to speak English fluently, right? So for today, this is all.